Hello children, this is Veenu again with chemistry. We had started chapter matter in our surroundings. Usually chemistry seems to be monster. We feel tortured, but it's not so. It's very interesting. It's the essence of life. I'm sure you will love this lecture. You will love chemistry at the end of this lecture. Why? Because I have included some actual experiments for you to study the topic. Matter in our surrounding. All the things which are present around us occupy space and mass. We have seen this thing, and all these such things uh, which have uh, which occupy space and has some mass are matter. We'll see that matters are made up of particles. Now these particles are very small. When we go on breaking some article like chalk stick, go on breaking, you will find a condition will come when no more article or that substance is getting broken. Like chalk stick is broken, it converts into two pieces. Further take one piece, break another two pieces, and go on breaking. You will find a condition come when the particles are obtained. They are so small that we can't break. These small particles for elements are atoms and for compounds are molecules. So we'll see that particles are small through an activity. We'll be having first experiment to show that particles are very small. We take a beaker in which aqueous solution of potassium permanganate 100 ml is taken, 10 ml is taken out, poured in another one, and 90 ml of water is added, then 100 ml is made. Again from this, go on doing this, repeat the same step for third, fourth and fifth, 10 ml always and 90 ml water. Now you will find intensity of color decreases. First beaker it is dark violet pink. Pink color intensity decreases in second one, then third one, then fourth one, and last one very light pink. This shows that particles are so small that they do not vanish. They show their existence even in dilute solution. Then in fifth beaker it is dilute one. As you are adding water, so it becomes more and more dilute. Now we'll see what are the characteristics of matter. There are three characteristics of particles of matter, not matter, particles of matter. First, these particles have spaces between them. Particles of matter attract each other. The particles attract each other. This force of attraction is called as interparticle force of attraction. When we are having element like zinc, like iron, oxygen, we will find that they are having these particles, and these particles are called as atoms. Though force of attraction is called as interatomic force, and among molecules it is called intermolecular force. A general term is there, interparticle force of attraction. Third characteristics, particles continuously move. They have spaces, they attract each other and they continuously move. We'll see all these characteristics, verify all these characteristics through some experiments. Let's see whether the particles have spaces between them. Take a glass or beaker, put a mark over it with the help of permanent marker. If beaker is there, then graduations will be there. There is no need for the putting mark. But in case of glass tumbler, you have to put a mark with the help of marker. So as to see the level of water, you have to fill. Fill it till the mark. Now take 1 spoon of salt or sugar and put this salt or sugar 1 spoon in water to make a solution. I am having here salt. So put 1 spoon of salt, stir it well so that a uniform solution is formed. There should no solid be left. Whole of the solid solute, that is salt, should be soluble in water properly. Stir it well. Go on stirring. Whole salt or sugar is dissolved in water. Now check the level of solution formed. Observe the level of solution formed. What we observe? We observe that the solution is also on the same level at the level of solvent, that water we have taken. There is no rise in level. So where our solute has gone? It has been accommodated in the space between the particles of water. So particles of matter have spaces. Now next experiment to show that particles of matter attract each other, whether they have interparticle force of attraction or not. What will we do? We'll go to a tape, open the tape, take a knife, let the stream of water flow and take a knife. Try to cut the stream of water with the help of knife. You will find that the stream is continuous. It is not getting cut up with the knife. So this shows that particles attract each other, and this interparticle force of attraction keeps the particles intact. This force may be more or less. Now last activity to show that whether the particles continuously move or not. Here we will be seeing two activities, two experiments. So last characteristics will be verifying. Now see, here we will see that through diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the intermixing of two substances, particles of two substances. Here we will take either two beaker or two glass tumbler and fill them with water. You can use ink, you can use honey, you can use potassium permanganate. I am having a food color with me, two food colors. One is orange color, orange yellow color, another is green color. As you put ink or potassium permanganate crystal or food color, you will find that substance is getting mixing, it is getting diffusing in some pattern. So particles of two substances, that is water and food color, are mixing with each other, getting intermixed with each other. This is known as diffusion. It always takes place from higher concentration of substance to lower concentration. Now in another glass tumbler where I have placed water already, I will be putting green food color. So you see the diffusion of green food color in water. So how nice patterns are formed here. See how nicely it is diffusing. The diffusion of solid and liquid. See what a nice pattern is formed. So the two substances are getting mixed. This is diffusion. So this shows that particles continuously move. We have seen the moving particles of color in water. Now another activity for this characteristic, that particles continuously move or not, that you regularly see at your home when we lit up incense stick. See, diffusion of fragrance of incense stick or perfume take place where particles of smell or smoke, here smoke is there, so that diffuse out in air particles of perfume or particles of petrol or particles of this smell of fragrance of this incense stick diffuse in air and they reach long away from the place where they are. So it is always diffusion taking place, always from its high concentration to lower concentration. This shows that particles continuously move. We have seen four activities. One is whether the particles are small. We have seen whether the particles have spaces or particles attract each other and particles continuously move. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Thank you. In next class we'll be studying what is the classification of matter.